What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Harris, back again with another video, here to tell you something good. And today I want to talk about NBA free agency in the offseason 2010, specifically LeBron James. It's been about a week since LeBron decided to join up with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, play for the Miami Heat. A lot of people were talking about it the first few days. Nobody's talking about it now, so I want to bring it back up. Now, first, let me explain. I'm a Laker fan. I knew that the Lakers weren't even in the running, trying to go after LeBron, so I didn't really care where he wound up. Personally, I thought he was going to go with the Bulls because that was what I thought was the best option for him as far as wanting to win a championship. They already had players like Derrick Rose, Joakim Noah, Taj Gibson, Luol Deng, a lot of good young guys. If he would have went to the Bulls and possibly taken Chris Bosh with him, that would have been a good move. So I was mainly pulling for the Bulls only because I just wanted to be right. That was my prediction, and I wanted my prediction to be correct. Either way, it didn't have no effect on the Lakers. I still think even with those three guys in Miami, the Lakers are still the team to beat. I think if it came down to the Lakers in Miami in a 7-game series in the finals, the Lakers would probably win, unless there was some injury issues or something like that. That's a whole other subject. Here's the thing. As far as LeBron's decision to go to Miami, and not necessarily his decision to go to Miami, but his decision to leave Cleveland, did I think that he was wrong for leaving Cleveland? No, I didn't. He was well within his rights to leave Cleveland. He was a free agent. That's what being a free agent is all about. You played out your contract, you fulfilled your obligation, and now you are free to pretty much do whatever you want. He could have retired. He could have gone over to Europe and play over there. Guys have done that in the past. He could have stayed in Cleveland, or he could have went to any other team. He could have went to somebody's team and said, "I'll play for free." He could have went to somebody's team and said, "I'll play for, $500 grand." It wouldn't have made a difference. He was free to make that decision. The other thing I wanted to talk about was the owner, Dan Gilbert, the owner of Cleveland, the Cleveland Cavaliers. He came out afterwards and wrote this letter, called LeBron a coward, said he was selfish, narcissistic, and all this kind of stuff. And I understand he was mad, but I thought all that letter did was make him look like a clown. And here's why: if LeBron had decided to sign with Cleveland and stay in Cleveland, Dan Gilbert would have been the first person there, congratulating him, calling him a hero, talking about he's a hometown kid, he's staying where he belongs, and he's the best player in the NBA, which he's not, but that's a whole nother subject again. Best player in the NBA and all this other stuff. He would have been all on LeBron's Johnson. But because LeBron decided to leave, now all of a sudden he's a coward. He gave up. My question is, do you want a coward on your team? Do you want a guy who gives up on your team? You're willing to pay him $125, $130 million over 6 years. You're going to pay that kind of money to a coward, to a guy that quits in the playoffs? No. You just called him that because you were mad. So Dan Gilbert made himself look like an idiot. Now, here's another thing. As far as LeBron leaving Cleveland, like I said, I thought he was well within his rights to do that. Cleveland Cavaliers made a lot of money off of LeBron. LeBron made a lot of money off of Cleveland, but he could have made that same money anywhere. But he made them a lot of money. He made Dan Gilbert a lot of money. He made the Quicken Loans Arena a lot of money. He made the NBA as a whole a lot of money. So he's free to take his money-making talents elsewhere. Now, as far as the way LeBron went about doing it, that's the part of the scenario that I disagree with. I don't like the fact that, as far as him making everybody wait, that's no big deal because that's what happens in free agency. Guys get hit with a lot of presentations from a lot of different teams, and they need time to think about it. So making people wait, it's not that he made anybody wait, it's just that he took his time to make a decision. So that part I don't have a problem with. The part that I do have a problem with is two things. Number one, the decision, the television show. I thought that was stupid. When you decide to sign a free agent contract, you release a statement, you have a little press conference, and that's it. You don't go on national TV for an hour, hour and a half on ESPN and to make an announcement that takes, 5 seconds to say, I'm taking my talents to South Beach. But yet you took that and turned it into an hour-plus television show. I thought that was stupid. When Shaq came to the Lakers back in '96, that was the biggest free agent signing at that time, and it was just a simple press conference. When Kobe signed his free agent contract to come back to the Lakers back in '04, again, he released a statement through his agent. I don't even think there was a press conference on TV. I think he just released a statement, and that was it. When Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen decided to go to Boston and team up with Paul Pierce, again, they had a press conference, answer a few questions, that was it. Even when Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh announced that when Dwayne Wade announced that he was re-signing with Miami and Chris Bosh was leaving Toronto to go to Miami, again, no big hour-long TV show, just release a statement, answer a few questions, and that's it. And, a lot of people were saying, well, he did that to raise money for the Boys Club. Well, LeBron James can raise a lot of money for the Boys Club without doing that. You want to raise money for the Boys Club, take some of the money that you spent on that white Bentley that I saw you driving into your basketball camp and give that to the Boys Club. Take some of that money from that silver Ferrari that I saw you driving to your high school to get your first MVP trophy. Give some of that money to the Boys Club. You don't need to have an hour-long TV show to announce that you're going to Miami to raise money for the Boys Club. And then the second thing that I didn't like about it was the fact that he did not even call Cleveland to tell them that he was leaving. He had his agent and his business manager make those calls. I figured if there was anything that he did owe to Cleveland, it was he should have called them. He should have called the GM. Well, they don't really have a GM right now. He should have called the owner. He should have called Byron Scott. He should have called his teammates and told them, hey, I'm going to Miami. At least make that call. But he didn't do that. He chose to let his flunkies do it. So, whatever. So, that's my little rant on LeBron James on the whole thing. This is part one of this little discussion. In part two, I'm going to tell you who I think came out from this situation looking like the smartest man in the entire NBA. So what I want you to do is leave a video response and or comments below. Tell me who you think came out looking like the smartest man in the NBA. And then when I make my next video, I'm going to tell you who I think. Let's see if we're on the same page. So for now, look out for part two of this video. And once again, as I always say, hit the big yellow button, subscribe to your boy. Look out for more videos from your boy, Mr. Harris. Once again, my name is Mr. Harris, and I'm out. Peace.